What's up everyone, Skizzers here, and welcome back to the Playbook, a series that goes over strategy, habit building, and tools you can use to get yourself top fragging and carrying your team in no time. In this video, we're going to be going over how S1MPLE, professional Counter-Strike player, achieves really good op shots and how he kind of maneuvers himself around the map to get plays done. So without further ado, here is the clip.
Должен быть умный.
So beyond being an incredible sniper, S1MPLE does a lot of things that are very smart in terms of his positioning. So that's really what I want to touch on today while you're opping and peeking angles and such. So first things first, we pause it right here, and so first things first, we're going to pause it right here, and you can see that S1MPLE is putting himself in a position where he can't be peeked from this side. So the only place he can get shot from is directly in front of him or kind of off to the right over here. But he knows nobody's over there right now. So it's just basically where he's looking, and he's confident enough that he's going to be able to take that shot and win that trade. And the box here is protecting him from any enemies that could be, if we're looking at the minimap, basically the box is protecting any enemies in this area, right? And kind of almost out to the frog. So kind of most of mid, he's completely safe from. The only place he really has to worry about, like we said, is right in front of him. So he lines himself up with perfect positioning, and because he's an incredible sniper, of course he's gonna land the shots, and he is very confident in his shot to win the trade. Or what could potentially be a trade. So he hits the first shot, he gets blinded, his teammate walls off to give him some protection. He re-peeks that angle. Now, if you look again, as he peeks out, he's checking the angles. He's starting to line himself up. He sees the bullet hitting the wall, right? And he gets actually headshotted right there through the wall. And then he peeks fully out, sees the brim, takes the shot, goes back inside of cover, uses Omen's teleport, which is really smart, to go back into a place where he's safe. Sage ends up healing him, and he re-peeks the angle again and takes a shot. Now look how he re-peeks. This is important for all you future pro S1MPLE sniper players, all you operators out there. So as he's peeking, he's checking the next possible angle that he could die from. So he's looking here on frog, and as he's peeking out, he's still trying to see if he can see anybody. Ends up seeing Cypher, reacts with a very quick flick over to him, takes the shot, gets the kill. And, you know, giving some callouts and talking. So see how he's checking all these angles. This is what's super important as an op player. So he's checking here, seeing if anybody's, like, you see anybody's head or if anyone's going to peek out. And he checks here to make sure that no one is peeking from the box, double box. And he checks the common spot. And then immediately after, he checks over here in this corner where somebody could be, and he sees Omen. Takes the shot, gets that kill. And now at this point, I'm pretty sure they know where the last player is, or know generally where they could be. And you see there's also a good team strat you can do here, even as a solo queue player. So Sage is running to go through here, right? And they don't exactly know where the last player is, but looking on minimap, they're probably either right there or they're in sewers. That's the most common places that they could be. So Sage is running to check that area. So what S1MPLE does is goes, okay, my teammate has this covered. If they die, he's going to know that they're there. Or they'll get the kill, and that ends the round, right? So he ends up checking sewers, making sure nobody's going to run through here. And he goes, okay, nobody's peeking, sees Sage shooting, and then says, you know, let him take the shot so he can get the ace. And the big thing that I want to be the takeaway for this video is just that putting yourself or putting cover between yourself and potential angles you can get shot from is the #1 best way to snipe in this game. Like I said at the very beginning here, we have this box blocking and covering most of the angles he can get shot from. Now, he can, as we showed, he can end up getting shot through the box after he kills Sage, and when he goes to peek Brimstone here, you know, you can see right here he's getting shot through the box. You know, as we continue to like tab forward, you can see like the bullet holes there. He gets hit and then he gets headshotted through the wall, and Brim actually starts reloading at that point, which maybe was a mistake. But anyway, those are just things to think about, right? Is these positioning tips. You have a wall here, you're covered on left flank. You're repositioning, they shoot out that, takes some shots. He shoots, what does he do? He ducks back in behind cover so he can't get shot again. Then he teleports out because people are trying to, you know, kill him on that re-peek. Luckily, he has a Sage and Sage heals him. And then when he goes to re-peek again, he takes the shot, and what's the very first thing he does? Goes back behind cover. See, so he's always taking a shot, retreating back to the nearest cover, and then re-peeking, because it's the safest way to play with the sniper. If you just stand there, you can get shot at any time. So him re-peeking these angles and then checking different angles, and you can even see right there, if I do a slow-mo rewind. So he checks these angles, right? He looks over near double box, and he goes over to where Frog is and the connector, then he looks over here. But still see how he moves all the way back to the cover. So even if somebody were to peek from those areas he just checked, he's still covered by some form of cover for him. I mean, like I said, he ends up seeing Omen there and gets an easy kill there. And now you can play a little more aggressive because it's a 5v1. It's very unlikely that Raze wins this. And even when we're checking sewers here, right? He's putting himself where this box is that covers the left side. So either the Raze is going to have to wide peek from the left side to kill him, or he's going to have the op shot ready to go if they just do like a small peek, right? They could wide peek from that angle too as well on the right side, but he's covering himself on the left to make sure that he is completely always only being able to challenge from one angle. So he's able to just be challenged from the one angle, and then he peeks out, takes a quick look just to see, hey, is there anybody, you know, peeking right here? There's not. So chances are they're probably not in sewers, and if they are, they're probably pretty far back towards their spawn. And so then he starts walking this way, which is where most of the enemies came from, towards spawn. And then the shots start coming out, and Raze is sitting right there, and he gets the final kill for his ace. So anyway, guys, it's just a quick little video I want to go over with positioning and how to put cover Bs using gameplay from the best sniper ever. How he, you know, makes angles doable, makes it so he's not in danger while he's taking shots. You know, things like that is always very important to take into consideration. It sounds really simple, like it sounds very, not to simple being the player, not to make a pun or anything. It sounds really easy, something you'd think about, but sometimes hoppers will just kind of stand out in the middle of the open, or they'll take a particular angle where they can still get shot from the side. So you just always want to make sure you are covered as much as possible, and the only angles that can challenge you are angles that are right in front of your crosshair, so you can also shoot back. That's going to do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please make sure to like it. Share it with your friends if you think that they would also enjoy the video. Subscribe for more educational Valorant content. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Link is in the description below. If you're interested in any coaching for your own gameplay, you can also DM me on Twitter for details about that. My DMs are open, and we can set up a time and get all that sorted for you. So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And we will see you all in the next video.